All day, even with the rain. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and you're welcome to Hotel Hotel, where we're holding the launch of an upscale, upmarket drink. You know, at this very point in time when Nigeria, we all talking about recession, you know, there is no other sign that the economy is improving than this moment. The people are investing, and of course, you know, foreigners are looking at Nigeria as an investment destination. And today, we are saying it loud and clear that the recession is sparking its load, and of course, Nigeria is moving forward. Once again, I want to welcome you to this August occasion. My name is Biodo Kukuri, you know, and then of course, it is the Blu Nun unveiling and of course announcement of his franchise by Lost Promotions for the whole of West Africa. I have with me here today from my immediate, far right, Mr. Shola Oyekomi. He's a PR and event consultant to this event today. Mr. Shola Oyekomi, you're welcome. And next to him is a staff of Lost Promotions, Mr. Tagutin Odumoye, and PhD chairman. And of course, in the middle is a big masquerade himself that we are unveiling today, Dr. Olusegun Okewo, the chairman of Lost Promotions. You're welcome, sir. And of course, among us, we are blessed with a lady, a beautiful lady, who is going to have the soft side of this event. Lady Tina, you're welcome. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as it is traditional in all events, we like to meet everybody present here today. I know we have a posse of journalists from various beats present, but we'll be glad to acknowledge a couple of us who are here. On the list of my, we also have Mr. Femi Davis of Metro News. Mr. Femi Davis, you're welcome. The Chairman Board of Brand Journalists Nigeria, DJN, Mr. Godi Ofose. Where are you? Oh, okay. That's all. And of course, he has his ever reliable team and members. Let me start with our lady, Margaret Unwatok from The Guardian. Thank you. And of course, the brand experts, where this guy writes about brands, I tremble, you know. Ike Ngoku. I'm from the Vanguard, Nigeria's leading newspaper online. I don't know your offline though, I know online. You know, we have Prince Ekujo from the Vanguard. And of course, Nigeria's foremost business paper, the paper that the powerful people in Nigeria read these days, Rahim Akibolu. Small but mighty. Also, we have today leading the pack of television online in our midst is my very good friend, Guiga Akoshide. Thank you very much. From here to before. And I'm sure his crew members are here. We also have with us Society Now, Mr. Shola Panama. Where are you? Then City Boss, Ayomojoin, who's there to be recognized? Please, if you are not recognized, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Shola. I'm an adjunct to Mr. Rahim Akibolu.
Adjunct. Good. Madam, can we meet you? Yes, please pass it around. Ah, my brother here. Okay.
I'm an actress. I'm Miss Becker.
Oh, sorry. Oh, look off screen.
My name is High Street.
Okay, High Street. Yeah.
My name is Adeyemi Olufemi from Brand Icon Image, an online magazine. Brand Icon Image.
Okay, Brand Icon. Yes, next person. They're done? Okay, thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
I know there's a gentleman of the press. So, what about the ladies of the press? So, gentlemen of the press, you are welcome. This event is indeed like none other, and we are delighted to be hosting you today, the Tuesday, 20th of June, as we share with you good news and details of our business advancement. We are here to formally announce to you that Lost Promotions Limited, a business promotions and facilitation company, is now the exclusive franchise owner for the world-famous Blu Nun. For your information, Blu Nun is a global brand with German origin. Blu Nun is one of the world's oldest wine brands. It was launched into the global market in 1921 by H. Sickles-Schon of Germany, and it is being manufactured by Landgut, which is based in Traben, Germany. 8 generations after, Blu Nun still represents the best traditions of vintage quality wines from the hearth of Germany and Europe. Blu Nun wines are unique through their unparalleled authentic taste that has been accepted by wine lovers all over the world for generations. We at Lost Promotions are glad to inform you that our history-making deal with the manufacturers makes it the first entry of the Blu Nun brand into the continent of Africa. All Blu Nun wines are produced using the Shield Superior Vinification method. The assurance of this method guarantees that the best vineyards with only the best grapes are chosen. These are then given the best care in pressing, white wine cold fermentation, maturing, and debottling. The Nigerian wine and drinks market is reputed to be one of the largest in the world. And we at Lost Promotions intend to become a major player in this market through our partnership with the Blu Nun brand. We believe strongly in the Nigerian economy and the people of Nigeria. Our preliminary market studies have shown that there is a huge gap to be filled in the drinks and beverage sector. This is anchored on the love of Nigerians for good taste and quality lifestyle. In the next few months, those Nigerians who have been yearning for this classic vintage taste will have the opportunity as we launch 4 variants of Blu Nun in the Nigerian market. Namely, 24 karat gold flakes edition, which is right here. That's the gold flakes. The silver edition, rosé edition, and the blue edition. Thereafter, we will roll out in the rest of the West Africa in phases, because we have the franchise to cover the whole West Africa. We are working closely with a German company, Syntec Group, which is owned by Nigerians. Syntec Group facilitated our business relationship with Landgut. Gentlemen of the press, we will ensure that we carry you along as we move towards achieving our set goals and objectives aimed at a successful market entry for Blu Nun in West Africa. We equally ask for your support and loyalty in making this dream a reality. I will want to also recognize a friend, in Germany, because I'm sure they are all watching us live as we are having this presentation. Her name is Oluwatoyin Oluyede. She's also known as the Yeoge of Germany, according to the title she has there. She is also a facilitator for us getting this deal with the company called Landgut, the producer and the manufacturer of Blu Nun in Germany. Thank you for your company so far, and best regards. Thank you.
Well, that was a very incisive speech, short and direct. Now we go to the next on the agenda for today's program, and that is Blu Nun variants introduction. Mr. Ashola, where are you coming? That's your beat.
Thank you very much. You're welcome once again. Could you maybe please dim the lights? Just right there behind you, because I want you to focus on the screen here for this presentation. All right, thank you very much. The Blu Nun, as we've been told, is an upscale upmarket brand, and it has a very, very strong heritage that we've been around for a very long time. It dates back into centuries, actually. That is technology that is being used to produce this wine. However, our focus today is on the 4 variants that Lost Promotion will be rolling out in the Nigerian markets and the West African markets in the next few months. So I'll start by introducing the top of the range, which is the 24 karat gold edition. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that what you have globally is actually the 22 karat gold edition of Blu Nun, which is what is popular in Europe and the Western world. But specifically for the Nigerian markets, Lost Promotions decided to take it a notch higher by setting out a point of differentiation. And they've asked the manufacturers to actually upgrade from 22 karat gold to 24 karat gold for the Nigerian markets. I think this is a laudable one for them, and how they were able to achieve that really still fits me also now. The 24 karat gold edition is a high quality sparkling wine. It's fully rounded, and in terms of flavor. And inside it, you would have noticed, it has 24 karat gold leaves actually, which are actually edible. So you don't need, to be frightened about, whether you're eating gold flakes or not. These are actually edible gold flakes, and there are no issues with it. And before you, bring up that question about whether NAFDAC is approving it, everything is actually undergoing all the normal process that we should go through with NAFDAC at the moment. All the applications have been filed, and the process of getting approvals is ongoing as we speak right now. I'm sure in the next couple of weeks we should have a final approval to be able to roll out in the Nigerian market. In the meantime, it has passed through all European tests, all tests by the European Union, even by the German authorities. So you don't need to worry about it. Besides, it's a product that's been consumed for hundreds of years, particularly this one with the gold flakes. It's great. It's a great aperitif and accompaniment for light meals, and you can also have it for your cocktails, particularly when you're serving canapes and noodles, which makes it, perfect for celebrations or special occasions and those, golden moments in life. The next one is the silver edition. The silver edition Blu Nun is a sparkling wine, and one unique thing about this one is that it is non-alcoholic, right? For those days when you decide you do not, want to do alcohol, but you still want to enjoy yourself and have a very good sparkling wine, or for those who don't even consume alcohol at all, but also want to be part of whatever celebration you're having, you can go for the silver edition. It is actually light, very fresh, and it has fruit taste as well. And it's also a good accompaniment for meals, particularly light meals as well. And you can enjoy it at your own leisure. The Rosé edition is also, quite sparkling. It is charming and has a modern bubbly style. It's an good accompaniment for light meals as well as canopies, and it is perfect for celebrations as well, and you can also consume this at your own leisure as well. Blue edition, which is a value for money variant, is, a sparkling wine on its own. It has a rich, inviting aroma of peach and mango with a trace of tropical fruits. It's light and refreshing. It's also perfect for celebrations as well, and special occasions. And it's actually something you can have at home or at your quiet time and actually enjoy on your own. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 4 variants of Blu Nun: the 24 karat gold edition, the silver edition, the rosé edition, and the blue edition of Blu Nun that Nurse Promotion is bringing into the Nigerian market in the next couple of months. Thank you very much for your attention. We'll also right now ask that the ushers help us go around and actually serve you, samples of this beautiful vintage taste, so you can actually have a go at it. Let's have your feedback. Let's see what you think. Savor it and enjoy it. And I think we can, at this point in time, I'll hand over to Mr. Fukuli so we can proceed with the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was a very brilliant introduction of the vintage wine, Blu Nun, especially the 24 karat gold. It was a specific request, especially request made by the chairman, Dr. Okewo, that if the whole world takes 22 karat, Nigerians love good things, we will take 24 karat. So I want to thank you, sir, because Nigerians love taste. Well, while the program was going on, Nigeria's favorite couple, Mr. Coyote and Linda Akela walked in. You're welcome, sir. Madam. Thank you very much. A very good friend of Nurse Promotions and Dr. Okewo. So I think while the taste is going on and sampling, Billboard stars can continue to serenade us with jazz stars. Two, I'm sure you guys are not getting drunk already. You get a little bit, I'm sure you love the taste. I love the taste anyway. I think that you cut pieces of that thing and this. And then how to make people understand what kind of gold these leaves are. Because we are not used to seeing particles in our bottled drinks. In fact, any drink that you find particles in is not that straight. Thank you very much. Okay, you want to take that one first?
All right. I think I'll just speak a little bit about the consistency in standard first. Later I will allow Dr. Okewu to take more on that because he recently visited the factory in Traben in Germany, and just to ensure that proper standards are maintained. I think he went through the entire manufacturing process, and he came back with assurances that the standard would of course be maintained. Besides that, I'm sure you are aware that for any product that is edible or a drug or in this category, which is a wine, that is going to be brought into the country, NAFDAC will have to go on site over there to actually do proper inspection. So I think in a vein, that takes care of two things. One, standards in terms of what is coming in. And two, it also takes care of the, in quotes, particles that you mentioned, which is the 24 karat gold flakes. What I mean by that is that the authority or the organization that gives us assurance on what we consume in Nigeria is NAFDAC. And NAFDAC is going to go through this. Besides that, like I said earlier in the presentation, this has gone through all checks in Europe. And this is a product that has been consumed, for years, way before now, before its entry into Nigeria or African market at all. So, there's every assurance that there's no foul play and there will be no side effects on this. I understand the fear or the perception of Nigerians always trying to stay away from drinks that have particles in them. But the truth is that there will be adequate communication to effectively enlighten the consumer and those who retail these products on it. And one of the reasons why we called you here is also to get your support in creating a proper awareness that, look, this is a new product that's coming into the market, and this product, is coming with the 24 karat gold edition, which has gold flakes in it, so that you can help us sensitize the consumers and the retailers. So when they come across this, it is not actually strange to them. And I think the first question was on the standard of production, whether it will be maintained over time. Loss promotion intends to put a quality control mechanism in place to ensure that before the products are shipped from Germany into Nigeria, we ensure that they are of the proper standard in which we are presented to you today. Over time, this will continue. I can assure you that we will stick to this as much as possible. No matter how high the demand goes, we will not compromise because we believe that integrity is very key, and people are very particular about what they consume, drink or eat, and in this case, what they're going to spend money on, good money on, they deserve to get the quality that they are paying for. Thank you very much. I don't know if Dr. Okewu wants to expatiate further on the standard, the manufacturing. There is a the Nigerian market, the wine markets and champagne market is actually a very big one in Nigeria. I've actually read reports by some of your members some time ago that some statistics. I don't know who wrote the story, maybe it was you or everybody. I remember that something like a report like that I read not quite long, and it actually tallies with our own findings in market. And I can tell you that the products in this category, that is our competitors, I wouldn't want to mention their names, so you understand. Eastern wine, are actually operating in the upscale markets. You know your popular champagne brands in the Nigerian market. They operate in the upscale market, and this is an upscale brand, and we have upscale products. However, we've done our target segmentation, and the 24 karat gold edition is the top of the range, while we have the Blu Nun edition as, in quotes, our value for money brand, which is at the bottom of the ladder in the arrangement. However, for those who do not consume alcohol, or who might want to stay away from alcohol for a while, particularly waking, for instance, in this month of Ramadan, just like you mentioned, somebody who wants to, consume some wine without alcohol, you can go for the silver edition, which is alcohol-free. It's a sparkling wine that you can enjoy. Now, these wines, are also good for across gender. We need to understand that, for men and women, the 4 variants. And like I said earlier on, they are for the upscale market. And particularly, we are compliant with laws and regulations. The alcoholic ones are not for anyone that is below 18 years of age. We must make that clear. And they are not to be sold, to those below that age. So basically, we've looked at the target segmentation, and we know our place in the markets. It is a premium brand. That's what it is. It's a premium brand, and I'm sure you know the attendant values that go with a premium brand. So that's it for the target segmentation. As regards communications, we're going to be deploying a well-rounded integrated marketing communication campaign at the time of launch, which means that we'll be going full hog, 360 degrees marketing, media, PR, activations, above the line, advertising, TV, radio, and press. We'll also be having experiential events as well. And as we move on, as demand rises, we will start loyalty programs where we get to reward and incentivize our loyal consumers as we go on. So basically, it's going to be a well-rounded launch campaign for us when we do decide to start. Thank you very much.
This as alternative to that. So this, we expect much marketing of this from the female and from female side, because obviously they will want to take something in a very smaller size, and for convenience sake, if you don't have people around to drink the larger bottle size with, you can always have this, and just after food or at any point in time, you feel like drinking wine. It's very good size to have alone, apart from the group drinks. Will we answer that, sir?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. What about the? I think I see
To get drunk.
Yes,
so let's see that.
We're just starting now. It's a good one. It's a very good one.
Okay,
I'm
also,
enjoying it. Yeah, it's a very good one.
okay.
No, we can hear you. I see guys. Nobody is here. Nice one. Okay, all right. God bless. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you very much. Also, please pay.
you.
We know as Miss Pekpeye and everything. Okay.
Former Miss Pekpeye.
Former Miss Pekpeye.
Okay.
So tell us now about this drink, Blu Nun. What do you think about it?
Well, so far so good. I've tasted about three out of the 4 brands, and it's been awesome. This is the non-alcoholic one for those who don't drink alcohol. It's lovely, very fruity and tastes nice. And I had a sip of the alcoholic one too. I think the whole Nigerians will embrace it. It's lovely.
So the alcoholic one you took, was it as strong as the normal alcoholic drink you see outside? Or was it?
Not too strong, just mild and reasonable. It's reasonably alcoholic. So I think it's for everyone.
Encourage Nigerians out there to come and patronize it.
Yes, definitely. I think you should try this out. It's lovely.
Orúkọ mi ni Yomi Fashilanso. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọtí tí mo gbé dání. Kì í ṣe ọtí bí ògógóró. Wọ́n ń pè ní champagne, French wine ni. Wọ́n pe orúkọ ẹ̀ ní Blu Nun lórúkọ ẹ̀. Ọtí yẹn lè mu ni fún gbogbo orí òjòrí tí ó bá kí n ṣọmọ kékeré tí ó bá kí n ṣọmọ ọwọ́ kò bá jẹ́ ọkùnrin kò bá jẹ́ obìnrin kò bá jẹ́ ọmọdé kò bá jẹ́ àgbàlagbà tó ti kúrò ní ọmọ àgbélọ́sọ́rùn rélé oko ó lè mú tí ẹ bá mú kò ń ṣe tẹ́ máa sáré sọ pé fẹ́ dààmú gọ̀rọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ ẹ rọra máa mú díẹ̀ ẹ máa sẹ́mu lẹ́fi lè gbádùn ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti sẹ́mu yẹn ẹ gbádùn ẹ̀ Blu Nun òun níjọ́. Really, wo mo ṣe mu.
So we're here at the unveiling of Blu Nun wine. What do you think about it?
Well, it's splendid. I don't want to mention names, but I can feel it in between 1 or 2 champagnes that I've taken in the past, and I just hope and I advise, and I'm sure they will definitely want to keep up the quality.
Okay, did you take the alcoholic one?
Yes.
Okay, as a man, do you think it's a bit milder or stronger than the other ones you've taken so far?
Well, that's why I said it's in between mild and harsh. So it's in between mild and harsh.
So you encourage Nigerians out there to come and take this drink?
Definitely. If you are one who takes alcohol, I encourage and advise you to continue to take Blu Nun wine.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
My name is Shola Oyekomi.
So why are you here today?
Well, I'm a marketing consultant to Lots Promotion, owners of the franchise of Blu Nun in West Africa. I actually work for Milestone Marketing Limited. I am a senior consultant in Milestone Marketing Limited.
Okay, so before we go into details of what you do, can you tell us what you feel about this drink? Since you've tasted it, what do you think?
Well, this is an upscale drink. It falls into the category of champagnes, and there are actually 4 variants to it. And the one I'm actually savoring right now is the 24-karat gold, specially made for the Nigerian markets. It's refreshing and it's light actually, and I must say that it's in no class with the regular champagne brands or wine brands that you see in the Nigerian markets. It has been well fermented, and it's actually very good, accompaniment for light meals and the rest. It's very refreshing and quite sparkly.
Talking about the Nigerian markets, aren't you a bit skeptical about the commercial success of this drink?
Well, if you're saying skepticism, I don't think that should be something that we should worry about. Being skeptical about the success in the market is not something we would want to focus our energy on. We have planned for a proper launch. We have a very good product, a quality product that has been sampled in the Nigerian market, and our research findings show that it is going to be very acceptable to the consumers across various target segmentations, particularly for the different variants. It is going to be successful, I can assure you. It has been successful everywhere else in the world, in Germany where it is made from, in Europe,
and most recently in America, particularly the United States of America, where they also had 24 karat gold edition launched recently. So there is really nothing to worry about. Our consumers are going to love this, they're going to enjoy it, and they're going to remain loyal to us for a very long time to come.
Okay, so you're encouraging Nigerians out there. We want you to encourage Nigerians out there to patronize this drink.
Pardon?
We want you to encourage Nigerians out there to patronize the drink.
Oh, Nigerians, I would like to just tell them that as soon as you start seeing our commercials, our ads, and our communication that Blu Nun has been launched in Nigeria, please go ahead. It's going to be money well spent. You get value for it, more, that you invested in it. You're going to enjoy it. This is an upscale drink. It shows class. It evokes elegance, and it's actually gives that tone of satisfaction that you won't find with any other brand.
Nigerians are always moved when they see celebrities holding a drink. Are you guys planning into using Nigerian celebrities as ambassadors?
Well, I'm sure you saw that there were a couple of celebrities here tonight, but I wouldn't want to say more than that. At the right time, we would unveil our plans for marketing, and you will get acquainted with it at that time. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Can we meet you, please?
My name is Dr. Olusegun Okewo, CEO Lost Promotions, the franchise owner of Blu Nun in Nigeria and West Africa.
Okay, talking about Blu Nun, why did Lost Promotions decide to patronize with Blu Nun?
Well, because it's a new product to Africa as a continent, and we believe Nigeria is supposed to have the first shot of it. So, being the largest black African country in the world, and we believe in the market that Nigeria loves quality things. And you can see the 24 karat gold version of the product. It has never entered the African continent, and so it's good to enter Nigeria market first. So that's why we went to take the franchise of it, so we can have it in Nigerian market.
Okay, talking about the Nigerian market, we have various drinks around, the champagne and Andre and all those. Aren't you guys a bit skeptical about the success of this drink in Nigeria?
Well, we are not afraid at all, because in every space of life you have competitors, and we are not afraid to compete with anybody. We believe our own is unique, and you can see the 24 karat gold flakes. Like I said, it has never happened in the African region. So unless if the other competitors want to beat us with that, no other country or no other competitors have this uniqueness. So we have the uniqueness first, and that's why we are introducing it to the system, to the market in Nigeria.
Okay. Looking at the brand, you see some particles inside and everything. We know the questions have been asked, but we want you to address the camera. Why the choice? Why all these particles in it?
It is not a particle, because when you say particle, it makes it look as if to say it's a dust. No, it is a gold refined flakes. It is edible. The NAFDAC have gone to do the inspection. So for NAFDAC to give you an approval, they must have gone to the manufacturer, go there to taste everything and to test them in the lab. So it is edible, and it is not a particle. It is a gold plated. It is a gold flakes. So that is the uniqueness of it.
So there are no side effects to it?
At all. It is edible. If there's going to be any side effect, NAFDAC will not approve it. You know. So for them to go there in Germany, to go to the site, to the manufacturer, and see the way they produced it, so that it will be consumable for Nigerian, and then for the sake of the health reasons, it is good, and there's no any danger to health of the product.
Okay, still on the Nigerian market, we Nigerians are always moved when we see celebrities holding a drink and publicizing it. Are we guys planning on seeing something like this from Blu Nun?
Of course, we're going to have some ambassadors of the brand. You know, like you said, we are introducing 4 variants to the country right now. Of course, we're going to have 4 ambassadors on this, and it's not going to be only the celebrities. We intend to bring in known faces, and we can call them celebrities. We're going to have ambassadors of this, musicians, artists, actors and actresses and people that are well known in the society. So they are going to do the branding for us.
Okay, so we want you to encourage Nigerians out there to come patronize this drink.
Well, we want it to reach everybody. There is a premium drink. We want people to see it and appreciate it. That's why our price is reasonable. We want people to key into it and be part of it. So once the price is good, I'm sure the patronage will be very well. So we are reasonable with our price, and then we want to carry everybody along because we are coming into the system. So of course we don't want to scare people with the price. So the price we are giving out is going to be very, very reasonable, so that we can have a lot of people being part of the products. Yes.